Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting video. I know there was a time I did a video on how to join the SBS, the special boat service, their training, their selection and all of those, everything you need to know about basically about the SBS. But today we're going to be doing something even a little bit deeper. It's coming from Curiosity Questions. It's titled How to Join the SBS Training. Today's video is actually from the Infographics show. It's titled British SBS soldiers versus US Navy SEALs military training and comparison. So today's video is just like a comparison between SBS and the Navy SEALs, right? Yeah, the Navy SEALs. So we're going to be seeing their comparison, their training, their selection, just comparing both. And I think asking the question, okay, which is tougher, which is more difficult, and all of those things. Before we dive into it, I'm Ogie. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. I'll see you. Let's dive into the video.
The British Army Special Air Force, aka SAS, began operations in 1941 during the Second World War. The reason for having such a specialized set of soldiers was to get behind enemy lines and attack them from within, or at least destroy what they could while gaining intelligence. It still takes part in operations that involve the United Kingdom, but as it's very much a covert special forces unit, much of what the SAS does is a secret. The Navy SEALs, Sea, Air, and Land Team, was formed much later when President John F. Kennedy established them in 1962 as a clandestine unit which, like the SAS, would take on special missions much of the time in very hostile environments. They also act under a veil of secrecy and are sometimes referred to as America's Secret Warriors. If both these units are so secretive, then how does one get a job with them? Well, with the SAS, there is a small problem to begin with if you are a mere civilian. They won't allow you to apply. So to start with, you must already be in the British Armed Forces or be a soldier in the British Commonwealth. Another way to get in is to join the SAS Reserves, and they do accept civilians. As long as you've passed the reserve training and worked with them at least 18 months, you can apply to work in the SAS proper. To apply for the SAS, you should be between 18 and 32 years of age and be in amazing physical and mental shape. You'll be required to do at least a 3-year stretch. Women can apply, but have so far been excluded from most combat movements. To apply, you must accept that you know the harsh demands expected of you. People have died during training, and that means signing an Army General Administrative Instruction form. You're basically acknowledging you are willing to go through hell. Next comes the medical, the battle fitness test, which will mean running fully kitted or squatted for 1.5 miles in 15 minutes. Apparently 10% of applicants don't even make it past this point. That pace for even an average person in running shoes and shorts isn't too bad. Now you start your real training. To join the Navy SEALs, you need to be a natural born or naturalized American between the ages of 18 and 28, although at 17 you can join if your parents say it's okay. If you want to become an officer, you can be up to the age of 33. The first woman ever started the training in 2017, but dropped out soon after. You'll need to have a clean record, and many background checks will be done. You'll then undergo physical and mental tests, including an eye test to make sure you have under 20/70 vision. As for what shape you must be in, well, you are going to go through hell with the SEALs, so they suggest you follow their Navy Special Warfare Physical Training Guide. This includes lots of long and short swims and runs, lots of interval training, as well as other workouts. As for other strength training, their gym workouts basically tell you you'll have to be as strong as a bull as well as have all the cardio attributes. You'll be screened before you can start training, and that will mean you must show that you can run 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, but not squatted. This also comes after a 500-yard swim in 12.5 minutes, 42 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 6 pull-ups, all with a short rest in between. Once you actually start training with the SAS, the first phase lasts 4 weeks. This will test your endurance and ability to navigate through the wilderness, that being a harsh mountain range in Wales. In 2015, a young recruit died during this exercise just half a kilometer from the end. He died at the part nicknamed VW Valley, standing for Voluntary Withdrawal Valley. 2 other soldiers died that day too, leading to an inquest into the treatment of soldiers. Some of the activities in the mountains included a 15-mile hike to start with. Those that can get through that then have to do a 40-mile hike carrying a 55-pound backpack, a rifle, plus their food and water. They are not allowed to use any established trails, but they do have a map and a compass. After that, they can rest a bit and start the weapons training phase, as well as do parachute training. After that, there is 6 weeks of jungle training, usually in the rainforests of Belize, Borneo, or Brunei. The last phase is called escape and evasion, which will mean being forced into some horrible survival scenarios, as well as learning how to handle being interrogated. This will include humiliations and other psychological harassment, as well as being blindfolded, deprived of sleep, given nothing to eat or drink, being put in stress positions, imprisoned in a small cage, and having to listen to loud noises all the time.
You guys, these trainings are tedious. very tedious. They are not child's play. That's why I think between the ages of 21 to 33, right? Was it 21 to 33? I can't remember the age range, but I know that you have to be. It's not for children because the training is tedious, it's tough. But I wanted to ask a question that I think they mentioned that women can join, but I think there was a clause somewhere about women joining. You guys, which is more tedious? I know the SAS is actually very tedious because you have to have military training first. You have to be a soldier. So this one is, I feel like the SAS is even more tedious. But when you hear what the SEALs go through as well, which is more tedious, you guys? What you guys think? Because these trainings are not for, they are very tedious. Oh my gosh.
All the time. SAS tough guy turned novelist said physical injuries finish a lot of people off during training, but you need a lot of strength of will to get through the psychological stuff.
So
in 2016, the Washington Times reported that one Navy SEAL died in 3 out of the last 4 training classes.
Gosh.
One was a drowning, another a suicide, and another a car crash after drinking heavily. The Post states that the 6-month training will include a 7-day stretch of little sleep, self-induced hypothermia, and brutal physical conditioning known as Hell Week. It's Hell Week where most recruits drop out. The training in Colorado starts with 5 weeks of pre-training in class. Get through that and you enter the realm of pain and indignity. The Navy SEALs website doesn't go into specifics, but states that you'll be tested to your limits of fatigue. This will include running through sand, swimming in oceans, sometimes in the middle of the night with your clothes on, rappelling down cliffs or buildings at speed, enduring cold and heat, getting lost and finding ways out, combat training, long-distance underwater dives, weapons and explosives training, mission planning, tactics training, and more. Hell Week seems to be the worst part. One soldier described it as being designed to put you through 24/7 days of no rest and continual harassment. From his class of 300, only 19 completed the training. In all, it will last 5.5 days and you'll almost continuously be pushed to your limits. You are allowed no more than about 4 hours sleep during the entire training. You'll also have to deal with integration in what's called the survival, evasion, resistance, and escape phase. Former SEAL Brandon Webb said it will involve sacks over your head, being beaten with sticks, and humiliation. It's here, he said, that some people lose their minds. At least after that, you get some classroom time. For 7 weeks, you'll also have a land warfare phase as well as parachute training. If you pass it all, you'll be given the Navy SEAL Trident, but then have to do advanced training. This will include sniper, communications, and free fall parachute training. Once you are done, you'll have way more weapons to use than a regular soldier. In the SAS, this will include a C8 carbine assault rifle, an ultra-compact individual weapon, an M16, an HK MP5 submachine gun, an HK 417 sniper rifle, an AW-50 anti-material rifle, handguns, tear gas, canister launchers, stun grenades, rocket launchers, portable anti-personnel mines, grenade launchers, surface-to-air missiles, and many more things it will take too much time to talk about. You'll also, of course, get all the kit, including things like body armor. According to the Navy SEALs website, your regular SEAL on land will carry such things as the Colt Automatic Rifle 15, the M60 machine gun, M203 grenade launchers, a shotgun, an SASR 50 caliber sniper rifle, an M107 anti-material rifle, a Beretta M9 handgun, a 20mm Gatling gun, and AT-4 rockets. Again, these are just some of the most used weapons, as the list is endless. So, who do you think has the best training? Do you think you could get through it? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video.
Who do you guys think get the most training, the SAS or the Navy SEALs? I personally feel like maybe the SAS, because their training is so tedious. But the SEALs, I honestly do not know. I can't even compare. I feel like they go through tedious trainings, but I feel like if you're an SAS personnel, I don't know if they watch videos or they have the time to watch YouTube, or if you have family members, of course they must have told you they are training. Because if you have to sign that you might die in the process, like you get to sign a document, that means you are in for a serious business, I know the military training is not basic, but for you to first have the military training, which is not even basic, it's not even a basic, it's a very tedious training. I'm talking about the SAS, because you have to have, for basic, you need to be like a military personnel before you can now apply for this, and the training is about 3 years or so, or 3 months or 3 years, and you have to go through the training. It's a lot. They mentioned something about the Hell Week, like that is the week where a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people get caught out of the game, you know, and all of those things. They also mentioned the fact that for the SEALs, was it the SEALs or the SA, one of them, that 300 applied and about 19, imagine 19 people out of 300. Imagine 19 people coming out. Wow. I'm even short of words, to be honest, because these trainings are tedious. They are tough. So which one do you guys think get the which of this, between the Navy SEALs and the SAS soldiers, which one do you guys think gets the most training, the SAS or the Navy SEALs? Let's know what you guys think in the comment section. If you are a retired, you know, personnel from either the SAS or the SEALs, what is your experience like? Because I am sure you guys have been through hell. Now your training is one thing, now you being a Navy SEAL officer is a different thing. What is your experience like? What would you say to a young person who wants to apply or want to join the SEALs? Do you think, or even a woman, do you think a young woman could actually apply? What kind of advice would you give? And so for people who are not in the training, or people who are not personnel, who do you guys think get the most training? Would you apply for such training? I remember when I was a younger person, I wanted to be a soldier but my father destroyed that ambition of me becoming a soldier, because he said, oh, you're just a girl, you go through that training and then you become a man. He mentioned something about, oh, no man will want to marry a woman who is in the military anyway. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. But what do you guys think? Please drop your thoughts and opinion in the comment section below. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.